Lecrae and T.I. had an interesting debate on religion. Here we go.
Believing that
when you say exclusivity
is, I believe that Jesus is the way. Now, if you don't believe that, you are exclusive yourself because you exclusively believe he's not. So everyone is being exclusive on something. And if you say, well, find your truth. Well, what if my truth says your truth is a lie? So who's true? You know what I'm saying? So for me, I feel like the reason why I rock with Christianity is not have nothing to do with being a white man's religion, nothing like that. It's because I feel like religions in their essence is all about you trying to earn the approval of man and God. And authentic Christianity to me is the only one where a brown-skinned Palestinian man reaches down and sacrifices himself, and God reaches down and says, "Nah, I'll pull you up. You ain't got to earn this. It's just genuine love." And that's what I would do for my child. I would say, "Hey, if my son got caught in a case, and it was a way for me to take the case for him so he could go ahead and live his life, then lock me up."
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? I'll take it. So that's how I look at the situation. And I understand everybody not gonna agree with that. That's cool. I got Muslim partners, I got atheist partners, I got all kind of partners, but that's where I stand.
But your faith is important because, whatever it is that shapes and molds you into a better man, to walk your walk and live your truth, that's what's important. Whatever that is.
So, okay.
Hold on. Before we start, Jesus was a brown-skinned Jewish man. He was not Palestinian. Go ahead. I just needed to air that out there. He was Jewish.
That's hilarious, bro.
Yikes.
No, but I think the question goes this. This is what the funny part about it is. Like, did T.I. just just say, to throw away everything Lecrae just said?
Yes.
He was like, whatever is your truth,
well,
is your truth still. But whatever make you a better man, then that's good for you.
I tried to listen to that, right? And I think when I heard that, I heard him say, it's more or less like he was agreeing that it's making you a better man. Right. Well, what you're saying is making you a better man.
Yeah.
And that's all that matters, or that matters most. So I don't know if he was dismissing Christianity so much, but basically saying he's saying that's important for people who practice Buddhism and all this other stuff. Is like, if you're going somewhere where you are becoming a better person, you're going to something that's making you better, then that's your truth. And so, he was definitely dismissing what Lecrae was saying, but I don't know if I say he was dismissing Christianity because he sounded like he was inclusive of all.
No, but that's what religions. I'm saying, because it's like I'm sharing. He basically said, I'm sharing the gospel that this is the truth. Lecrae was like, this is the truth. Jesus Christ is the only way to God. Like, this is the truth. And then Tip was like, that's good. Whatever can help you, that's good to help you. That's your truth. Like, you know what I mean?
I wanted to hear the rest of that conversation.
Well, after that, they went into a joke where he started telling Lecrae a joke about like different religions in heaven. I was like,
what?
Interesting.
I was about to say, what Bible are they reading? But clearly they're not reading the Bible.
Interesting.
Yeah, this was on, I know people in the comments asking, this was on T.I.'s podcast. He had Lecrae on and they talked about different things.
Yeah, T.I. has a song coming out with Kurt Franklin. Yeah. Him, Young Dro. And I'm interested to see where that goes and how that's going to sound, because I feel like Kurt Franklin is in a position to witness before he makes songs with people. Yeah. And I believe that's what he does. You know what I mean? I don't think he just...
I'll say this. They did defend Christian rap. They was on Hot 107.9, the morning show there, and one of the co-hosts, she was like, I know Christian rap wasn't always that good, and then they was like, no, Lecrae is good, and
who is this?
1K Few.
Who is this?
The Morning Hustle show.
The Morning Hustle?
Yeah.
Who was defending it?
T.I. and Dro.
Oh, they were saying Lecrae is good?
Lecrae and 1K, yeah.
Oh, okay. That's good. I mean, that's probably all they know.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think they...
probably all they know.
They are.
But they basically are saying, like, that's cool or whatever.
Yeah.
I think that that conversation is good. I'm really interested in T.I. For a long time, T.I. was my favorite rapper. Yeah, he was my favorite rapper. And then Lecrae became my favorite rapper. Yeah. So you got two of my favorites in the same room having a conversation. And I know where one stands, but the other one seems like it's trending.
Yeah.
And I'm curious to see where that trend goes. But I do think that we could have T.I. on this show. I think that's a possibility.
Really?
I do.
I would love to, so we can discover this goodness that he's saying, whatever, because there's truth and there's absolute truth. And like, to go back to what he said, as far as like, as long as whatever you're doing is making you a better person, T.I. is always trending. And in the past couple years, it hasn't been for goodness.
Yeah.
So it's like, is it, whatever you're doing, is it making you good?
Well, so for T.I., there's a lot of interest there for me. And I say that because, look at all the different things that he's been through in his life. Mm-hmm. I've always thought children make the narrative different for a lot of people.
Gotcha.
Right? Because now you're saying, I don't want you in these streets. I don't want you doing this. I don't want you blah, 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 right? Look at Sukihana and Cardi B are saying that they don't want their kids listening to the music they make. Mm-hmm. So it feels like you could get closer to Jesus by wanting better for your family, better for your children. And I feel like T.I. might be exploring that, right? You don't want your kids to know you as the guy that got arrested at the BET Awards and served time in jail for gun charges
or drugging people and allegations and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, he just said his he said his son about to have a kid. The youngest one of the youngest king was about to have a kid. The one that's always in trouble. I think it's about.
I didn't know it was one that was always in trouble. I just know it was one that's rapping.
He got
is that King
kids,
or Damani or one of them?
Got a couple
I think
kids
King is the one that was rapping, like the baby.
Yeah, he may be rapping too, but I know he just said on a show that he got a kid coming away. My only thing is this:
I hope they're as good as he is.
I mean, one of his sons is good, but he kind of sound like Cole. I think the thing. My only thing about this clip was that it didn't sound like what works for you works for you. Mm-hmm. That's my thing, because Lecrae was telling the truth, and he comes around like, dude, that's good, but it works for you. It worked for you. It made you a better man. It's good for you.
What if I get this feeling a lot? I feel like a lot of people are hesitant to read the word. And what if that's the only thing that's separating you from learning the truth, right? You hear it, that sounds good, Lecrae, yeah, that's your truth or whatever. But then you read the word yourself and you're like, ooh, this is okay. Okay.
Sidebar. Are you banking on this T.I. thing to be like a Kanye kind of thing, or do you think it's just one song with him and Kurt Franklin?
I'm banking on T.I. to possibly help clean up our community. And when I say
so is
that,
this a Will Smith thing, where it's like how Will Smith had the song with like Maverick City and somebody, and then his next song was him saying something crazy?
Dro's testimony in front of T.I. was a good thing, because I saw him nodding his head like Dro really went through some things and found the Lord.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like, if an influential voice like T.I. turns away from the wickedness that we've spewed for so much in our community and starts to say, let's get with a 1K few, let's get with a Zaytoven, and let's try to clean things up, clean up the lyrics, clean up the music, clean up the progression of where it is, then I'm all for that.
Are you excited about that?
He's still one of my favorite rappers.
See, that's what it is.
He's very excited.
B+, what's up, man?
Hey, what's going on?
What's up, bro?
What do you want to say?
Man, I was
Hold on.
Go
ahead.
All right, go ahead.
You got me? So I was actually in the Uber on my way here. Shout out to the Builders Network. I'm here in town for their conference.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to listen in, and the Uber driver, she's a dope lady from Ethiopia. So I was trying to listen and do both. I didn't do a great job, to be honest. I didn't do a great job, but I was able to follow along a little bit. I'm like you in the sense of where like I would love for this to create a ripple effect in our community. Because we need it.
Oh yeah,
we definitely need it. So like I'm a fan from that point of view. It's not so much that I want like a mega rap star to co-sign Christianity, or to co-sign even CHH.
Yeah.
Like this can be something very influential for our community, and if it can spur some change in that, then I think it's a win.
Yeah, because I say this, I'm not interested in T.I. as a rapper anymore. I don't think, because I haven't followed his music since Paper Trail. Yeah, and I didn't know he was still putting out music. I was really surprised at that. But I also wouldn't go looking for it because. Too. I heard he got booed on that situation. I also wouldn't go looking for it because that's not the kick I'm on. Like when I was in my T.I. bag, that was when I would be looking for it. When I was at mainstream radio, that's when I would look for it, but I wouldn't look for it now.
My only thing is about him, Will Smith, anybody else who from the mainstream who's trying to do Christian rap is I'm like, just how you are about the streets, you all in the streets, you got to be all in on this.
Yeah.
Because you can't be like this, and then the next song or the next project is kind of like going against what you're saying.
Kanye destroyed it for me. I'm not letting anybody else have a pass. I'm not letting anybody else have a pass.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of like the play of the run. Like when you go through some things like that T.I.'s been through, when you go through those tough situations, like you always know that the black church is going to put their arms around you.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, is he running the play?
Yeah.
Is he doing PR? Or is he really going through some real life change?
Yeah. For who? T.I.?
For anybody. Anybody who like I said, it seems like they can, either you can run this play or you can really be about this.
Yeah.
You just don't know which one.
Yeah. I would say that Kanye messed it up for me to believe that anybody can just come and change and be in this community and not fade back. I'm always gonna be like, come and stay. And maybe 20 years later, I'll be like, oh, hey, with us.
20 years.
Yeah.
What about Gabbana?
Give me a good 20 years.
He's pretty much.
Yeah, I think
Gabbana's good. Yeah.
But I think the difference between Holy Gabbana was that Gabbana was more of a social media star first, and then the music started happening, and then like
he was a rapper before.
Yeah, but I think he was more famous for like his skits and like doing crazy stuff. That stuff. So
I just would say the difference would be it's the confession, because even in the clip, he was saying, yeah, but whatever you do to make you good, it's like, no, Jesus is good. Jesus is God. So I guess I'll just be praying for him. So if he's on this self-delivery, well, he's in his trying to search whatever out, that he really has a understanding and a meeting with the Lord.
And that's where it goes back to the conversation we had about Nick and Cam Newton. It's like when you have money and fame and you have the world seeing you as one person, you try to remain that one person rather than submitting to the will of God.
Right.
You know, and so it's harder for God to have a play and a say-so in your life when you still got all these other people, you know, microphoning or megaphoning in your ear to be a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Like T.I., in my opinion, you know, could he ever lose his street credibility if he came and really gave his life to Christ? Is that something he's even concerned about? You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's something he should be concerned about. I think he's already kind of proven himself in our community as, you know, somebody that, you know, had legacy and tenure with us. But other than that, like, I don't know if that's holding you back from being a different person. You know what I mean?